Memorial Day is this weekend. While we may be having a cookout or traveling, it is important to remember why we celebrate this holiday and the men and women who gave their lives so that we can have the freedom to do those things. We have Jason Hicks with the Honor Guard here with us to tell us about the programming that they have to honor those this Memorial Day. Welcome back to the show.
Thank you, Heidi.
All right, so big weekend, and I know you have lots of programming going on. So tell us about everything that's, does anything start today? Is it tomorrow? Is it all on Monday?
We actually started last week, or last night.
Okay.
Putting out all the flags in the local cemeteries.
Oh yes, I love that.
That doesn't happen by itself. We have a core group of volunteers that hit every cemetery, Fargo-Moorhead area, and we place the flags.
Okay.
So it starts last night, and then everything will start Monday with all the programs. Starting at 7 o'clock in the morning at the Veterans Memorial Bridge is the first ceremony of the day. The Dorothy VFW and Moorhead Legion do a short ceremony there. And then it starts the whirlwind tour of all the cemeteries.
Okay.
Every cemetery in the Fargo-Moorhead area is covered with a short ceremony, and then also the rifle salute and taps, and it goes constant. So give or take, I had given the exact times out prior, and just kind of go by that, but give it take 10 minutes either way because of traffic and everything else that could happen. So.
Right, so there is a definitive schedule, and where can we find that schedule?
You should have it on your website.
Okay.
And there's also the United Patriotic Bodies will have it up, and the Fargo Memorial Honor Guard.
Okay.
Now there are also set formal ceremonies as well.
Mm-hmm.
The first one being in Harwood at 10 o'clock. They have one. And then the main ones, or the bigger ones, start at 11 o'clock, both Moorhead at the National Guard Armory, then Riverside Cemetery in South Fargo, and also the West Fargo VFW will be doing their ceremony at their Veterans Memorial Plaza. Okay. So there are several ceremonies there. 12 o'clock, we have one at Sunset Memorial Gardens in South Fargo, and 12:30, 12 to 12:30 that one, and then at 1 o'clock we'll be doing a ceremony at the 164th Infantry Monument and Submariners, where we do echo taps and echo rifle volleys. So what that means is it's just staggered, but it's a very cool experience.
Oh yeah. Well, everything is so moving. I mean, these it makes, I think there's probably won't be many dry eyes. It just is so emotional.
It is very emotional for many.
For many, then especially families.
2 o'clock, the National Cemetery, our version of Arlington National Cemetery, will be having their program, but it's virtual this year. Okay. Due to VA government regulations, they do not want to crowd at the National Cemetery. So that'll be virtual, but I've already previewed it. It's very well put together. We have a lot of good speakers, and it's going to be a very positive day. And the weather is going to be nice.
And it's going to be beautiful on Monday.
It's going to be beautiful.
Oh, that is the best news of all, too. Because anybody can attend this, correct?
Absolutely. Open to everyone in the public.
Everybody.
And I encourage people to come.
Yes.
It's something to behold. And
it is.
If you can make it, great. I think it's well attended as it is.
That's great. That's great. I know we were talking in the before this segment, and I thought back to poppies. The significance of poppies, and just as a Girl Scout, we sold poppies.
Right, and the veterans organizations will be selling the poppies and poppy cards, and all those proceeds go to disabled veterans and the programs the organizations put on. So it's something that you see every year at Memorial Day.
Yeah.
Both the VFW and Legion have been doing it since well over 100 years.
Right.
And it's a very positive thing.
It is. It is. It's also positive. I love it. So share with us all too why it's important that we celebrate this holiday, Memorial Day.
Well, it's important to remember the sacrifice that our men and women made, and specifically those that died in service of our country. I myself have lost friends in combat, and it's the day to remember. It's also the unofficial start of summer. People realize that, and I understand that. But just take a moment to reflect and think about the freedoms that you have because of what was given before you, is my biggest take from it.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for being with us.
You bet.
Enjoy the weekend, of course, and everybody get on out to any of these parks, the cemeteries, and just driving through the parks and seeing the flags.
Yeah, it's a field of flags at the cemeteries. I
love that.
It's quite impressive.
Beautiful. Well, don't go anywhere. We have more, so stay tuned.